Welcome everyone to the live stream. Thank you for being here. I am Colleen O'Connor, certified Yuen Method master practitioner. And today we are working on activating our internal fitness. So again, thank you very much for being here. Before I get started, I'll just say a couple of things in case there's anyone who is not familiar with the Yuen Method. The Yuen Method was created by Dr. Kam Yuen, and he was a 35th generation Kung Fu Shaolin master, as well as a chiropractor and an aerospace engineer. So he took all of those three disciplines, combining them together to create the Yuen Method. And with the Yuen Method, we use this to resolve all sorts of issues that people have in their lives. And today we're going to focus on internal fitness. So before we get started in actually doing the strengthening and deleting in the Yuen Method, we're going to do a short grounding meditation so that we all arrive here and get a moment to get grounded. So wherever you're at, as long as you are not driving, so if you're seated or you're laying down, go ahead and close your eyes and bring your attention and awareness into your body. And taking a deep breath. And let yourself fully arrive here and letting go of anything you had to do to get here and to be here. Being fully in this time, in this space, and into your body. And from this place, allow yourself to breathe at your own pace and your own timing. Deep breaths, just let go of all it took to get here. And feel this nice, warm, supportive energy from the heavens above, from the universe, the universal intelligence. Whatever color you want to have that be for yourself, whether it's pink or white, maybe gold, maybe even purple. Connect to this energy and let it come down from above. We're going to have it clear our chakras. Feel it coming down into your 8th chakra, which is a chakra that's about 2 feet above your head. Taking a nice deep breath. And with that breath, cleansing, clearing, opening, strengthening this chakra. This 8th chakra is the area of downloads and insight and information from the universal intelligence. Clearing any mental, any emotional, spiritual, psychological, or psychic energies. Strengthening, deleting, and letting it go. And then when you're ready, feel this energy, whatever color you've given it, move down now into your 7th chakra, into your crown chakra, cleansing it, opening it, strengthening it, evening it out, letting it move in the proper direction, the natural, neutral direction of this chakra, and connecting to the harmony of this chakra, clearing any mental, any emotional, spiritual, psychological, or psychic hooks, cords, ties, attachments, any sentiments, any stories, any blocks that might be impeding your connection in this chakra. Removing any trauma, any illness, any limitation, any fear, or any karma. Feel this energy move down now from the 7th chakra into your 3rd eye, into your pituitary, the space between your eyes, strengthening it, opening it, clearing it, letting it move in the proper direction and speed, removing any mental, any emotional, any spiritual, any psychological or psychic energies that may be blocking your perception, your intuition, your insight, your inner knowing, and your foresight. Letting this move out of your 6th chakra. Clearing any hooks, any cords, any ties, attachments, sentiments that may be connecting that's not beneficial or not yours. And feel this energy now move down into your fifth chakra, into your throat chakra, cleansing, clearing, opening this fifth chakra. Letting the energy here expand out in all directions. Be strong. Removing any mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological, or psychic energies that might be interfering with your divine expression. Anything that's not you, not yours, or not benefiting you. Cleanse and clear it and send it away. Allow the energy now to move down into your heart chakra. Breathing into your heart chakra. Let this open and clear. Strengthening it, energizing it. Removing anything, again, that's not yours, that's not you. Clearing any mental, any emotional, spiritual, psychological, or psychic energies that may be blocking your heart chakra. Removing any hooks, any cords, any ties, any attachments, any sentiments or stories, any sadness, grief, or sorrow. Removing, any habits, patterns, or programming in here. Letting just be open and clear, allowing yourself to connect to the joy of the universe, true joy, and letting it emanate out into all the other areas of your body and your being. And let this energy move down now into your power center, your third chakra. Cleansing, clearing, opening, removing anything that's not you or not yours, anything that's blocking you from connecting to your true power, your personal power. Breathing, removing any mental, any emotional, spiritual, psychological, psychic energies in here that might be blocking you from connecting to your power. Removing any trauma, any illness, any limitations, any fears, or any karmas, curses, or spells that might be impeding your power. Your divine power that comes from love, that comes from total unconditional acceptance of yourself and others. Having this energy move down now from your third chakra into your second chakra, into your creative center, into your receptive center, into your sexual power center, connecting with the ecstasy of the universe, breathing into this area, removing any blocks to this area, being open and clear and strong, removing any mental, any emotional, spiritual, psychological, psychic energies that might be blocking your connection here. Then being free and open. Feel this energy now move down into your root chakra. In your root chakra, let it cleanse, clear, and open. Any energies that do not belong here, that are not you, not yours, that may be interfering with your strong connection to the planet, to your groundedness. Any mental, any emotional, spiritual, psychological, psychic energies that do not belong, that do not serve. Cleansing, clearing, and opening. Removing any trauma, any illness, any limitations, any fears, any karmas, any memories, imprints, residuals, remnants, or remains. Cleansing, clearing, and opening fully from your root chakra, feel roots grow down from this area and let them penetrate down towards the earth, towards the core of the earth, moving through your hips, tops of your legs, into your knees, into your calves, into your ankles, into your heels. Those are roots growing down through the tops of your feet and toes, moving down into the bottoms of your feet, into the ball of your feet, the sole of your feet. From there, roots penetrate down into the earth, all the way down to the core of the earth, feeling those roots wrap around the core of the earth. So you're strongly anchored and connected to the strength of the planet, to the support of the planet. And from here, let the earth energy move up through your roots. The energy from the earth, that grounded, supportive, comforting energy, cleansing energy, moves up, gently pressing into the bottoms of your feet, into the bottoms of your toes, into the soles of your feet, into the heels, and have that moving up now into your ankles, into your lower legs, into your knees, into your upper legs, into your hips, into your lower torso, having that move now into your root chakra, cleansing, clearing, and opening this even more to its highest, strongest potential. And feel this now move into your second chakra, cleansing and clearing and opening this even more. And this earth supportive, calming energy moving up into your power center, fully activating that power center, opening it up. Anything else that needs to be removed, cleansing and opening. And this clarifying energy from the earth moves into your heart chakra. And in this heart chakra, feel the energy clarifying the heart, opening up this area to receive, to feel, to perceive, and connect with your true joy. And this energy from the universe, or from the earth, moving up into your throat chakra, further cleansing, clearing, and calming the throat chakra. Activating your full expression. And feel this energy now move up into your third eye so that you have the earth energy connecting with that insight. So your insight is grounded, clear, and accurate. Breathing and clearing. And this earth energy now moves up into your seventh chakra, further opening this to its full potential, to 100% infinite potential, so you can fully connect with the harmony of the universe and the earth. And anything that's blocking this is cleansed and cleared. And feel this energy now move up into your eighth chakra. So this earth energy is cleansing and clearing any further blocks that may be left over in your eighth chakra. Cleanse, clear, and open. So now you have a confluence of energy. So the earth energy is moving up through the body, up towards the universe and the heavens above. And the energy in the heavens and the universe is moving down from above to below, cleansing and clearing all the chakras from the top all the way to the bottom, all the way down to your roots. So the energy is moving from above to below and below to above. So you're anchored in both directions and supported in all directions. And when you are ready, feel your feet on the ground and open your eyes. Hey, thank you everyone for being here. Can everyone hear me okay? Probably should have asked that before. Hey, and if anyone wants to give me a shout out, just to let me know you can hear me okay and that you can tune in. Okay, perfect. Okay, Paula, thank you. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to repeat again, just in case there's other people that showed up after we finished this. I am Colleen O'Connor, Yuen Method Master Practitioner, and today we are going to focus on strengthening your internal fitness. First, I do some strengthening on the group as a whole, and then we work on individual requests. Oh, great. Thank you. Well, welcome, new people, Paula and any others. All right, great. Thank you, Traveling Warrior, Phyllis. Okay, let's strengthen our group as a whole. Make sure we're all synced up with each other. So we're going to strengthen everyone's midline. Infinite potential. You need to be strong there. We want to activate that midline so it's nice and strongly connecting to the spine, and the spine to the midline, and the midline to the nervous system to the midline to the torso to midline. And we're going to activate the fitness of the midline, the strength, the endurance, the flexibility, agility, coordination, and speed. Strengthen the cranial brain, the spinal cord, all 6 brains, and the integration of the nervous system. Excuse me. And for anyone who's new, I yawn quite a bit. It's just my body's very wiry, and that's how it responds to the energy. Okay, let's make sure everyone here is neutral. Positive, not positive, negative, not negative, neutral. Strengthening everybody's minds. Emptying the mind. Strengthen the spirit, empty the spirit. Your mind out of your spirit, spirit out of your mind. Any other people's minds, a lot of other people's minds. Other people's spirits. Mindless, spiritless, empty. To other dimensions, universes, exist, time, place, places unknown, black hole, wormhole, dark energy, dark matter. Body, mind, spirit, strong separate, strong together. Okay, let's make sure to delete any thinking, any emotions, strengthen your feeling, your perception, your intuition, your feeling, your perception, intuition, your insight, your knowing. So let's crank up everybody's knowing. We're knowing what's wrong, well, not wrong, but what's strong versus weak. And your manifestations, answers, actions, and results. And for speed, and making sure everyone's receptive. Okay, and now connecting or strengthening everyone's brain or receiver. So that's tensing and untensing the brain, and the brain connecting to the universe, and universe connecting to the brain. That's better. And making sure your soul, higher source, higher self, body, mind, spirit are all strongly connecting, communicate, coordinating, synergize, fitting, and working together. Strengthening your knowing, your insight, your truth. Okay, and clear some reverse perception for the group. And then strengthening the perception, the true perception. In your cells. Okay, we want to make sure everyone's strong for deletion. So one thing that goes weak is forgiveness. Forgive yourself, forgive others. So forgiving yourself for whatever needs to be forgiven generally, and then specifically any specific issues that relates to. So my shirt is all crooked. Okay. And just strong to restart. Okay, we'll sync everybody up here. So we're gonna, and this the Yuen method. What we're doing is we approach the body as a computer. So your central nervous system is a computer that operates your body, but also interacts with your mind and your spirit. So we want to get any influences of the mind and the spirit out of the way, so we are really truly connecting with the physical intelligence of the body. And the physical intelligence is really that's a term that Dr. Yuen created, and that refers to that innate knowing that we all have. But in this world, in this day and age, we humans get way too in our heads. And so we are collectively fairly disconnected from our physical intelligence. But if you look at animals in the wild, they have their physical intelligence is 100%. They know exactly when a predator or a threat is approaching, and then they instantly react. They don't think about it, they don't strategize, they just respond. And that is the place that we want to get to with our own existence as much as possible. We have the capacity to do that, but we tend to collectively have too many mental, emotional, psychological influences that disrupt that natural process that resides within all of us. So, the one thing I'm going to do right now is we're going to sync everybody up who's here in this group, and even those who are not physically here but are going to watch this afterward. We want to have a strong group whose energy is all connecting, communicate, coordinating, synergize, fitting in, goes weak, and working together so that everybody here receives the benefits of everybody else's question. So you may not even ask a question or have a topic that you've submitted, and that's okay, but we still want you to be strong for receiving the benefits of other people's questions, because what typically happens in almost every group we have here, but also I see it in other kinds of spiritual or healing kind of situations where people who are working through similar issues tend to be attracted to each other. And that's actually, in this case, a good thing, because then we can put all of ourselves on the same wavelength and get the same benefits, and then have the group be benefiting each other because we're magnifying the beneficial energy of what we're doing here today. So, excuse me. Some triggers for me, I guess. With that said, we're going to sync up everybody's nervous systems. It's pretty strong. Physical intelligence. We sync up everybody's higher selves. Heart-to-heart connection. Telepathic communication. Delete any karma. And strengthen the relationship. And let's make everyone even. We have people in different locations and different areas, different countries, different time zones, different cultures, different languages. Okay. So what we're working on today with fitness, now, this doesn't necessarily mean fitness like you go to a gym and you pump iron or you get on a treadmill. Now, it doesn't mean that let me explain that. With the Yuen method, you can use the Yuen method to make sure that you are getting the most out of your workouts too. What we're talking about, though, with fitness with the Yuen method, meaning that all the parts of your body are fully connecting with each other, and with a nervous system that everything is together, fitting in and working as they are meant to be working with 100% infinite potential. So I'm going to look at this group as a whole right now, and let's just look generally at any issues that the group may have, or weaknesses, as we call it, the Yuen method. With the Yuen method, what I'm doing is I'm connecting my computer to your computer and your computer to mine, and we look at what are the weaknesses that are creating whatever thing you are dealing with. So if someone says they have a headache, I tune in to see, well, is that, when I say headache, is that truly weakness or is it something else? So that's what I'm doing when I'm working on the group and on people individually. So let's look at the group here. So a lot of external influences in the mind, non-physical. spiritual. So a lot of limitations. And the area of life we look at that's actually coming up is not initially fitness, but health. And with health, there's a lot of what we call misinformation, which I'm going to clear right now. So leading misinformation, misinterpretation. Yeah, a lot of misinformation is what I feel is weak. Come from the collective and cultural, and even spouses, descendants, in-laws, and family members. Deleting that from everybody's body, spirit, mind. Because most people are in our collective, we think of fitness. We have one idea of fitness and another idea of health. And we think that we have these health problems when actually most things that are diagnosed as health problems are actually fitness problems, meaning that things in your body are not properly connecting or not operating at their optimal speed. So that's the first thing that comes up for this group. Okay, that feels better. Still a little more. So let's strengthen weaknesses to the group for illness. And weaknesses about the future, the intermediate future. Okay, so clearing all weaknesses about illness in the future from yourself. And that comes from this group itself. So the people in this group deleting all those weaknesses about illness in the future. And the mind, leading it down to 0 minus infinity. And that comes from collective, from yourself. Okay, let's clear all the hooks, all the cords, all the ties, all attachments, all sentiments, all stories that people have given themselves. And clear that out of the future. And delete all the negative and cumulative effects of this misinterpretation and weaknesses. It's infinite weaknesses, so we're going to make it, or infinite effect. Make all those effects even, make it one contained, strong to it, separate from you. We would delete it down to 0 minus infinity. And for this group, we want to make sure your exit portals are open. Actually, sensations, emotions, and reactions. So some sensations, emotions, and reactions to improvement and strengthening for feeling. Hands and fingers, feet and toes, colon, genital bladder, sacrum. Okay, so when I do this strengthening, we put it all to the midline of your body. So I'm connecting that to the midline. Open up the exit portals. All these energies go down and out, down and out. Okay, and strengthening the mind, leading the thinking, leading the emotions, a lot of emotions. We just had it was early this morning, we had the new moon. So clearing that. Whew, a little heat myself here. Okay, removing the effects of the mind. Eliminate, free, independent release, protect, forgive, forget, unconditional, reset, body, mind, spirit, reprogram, thinking, awareness, perception. Okay, I want to check this group. So with this group, is a weakness more physical intelligence or fitness right now? Physical intelligence. So, okay, we're going to strengthen all of you to your physical body. Your physical surroundings goes weak. So I'll strengthen you to physical surroundings. So strengthen your midline, tensing it, untensing it. Midline to your surroundings and your surroundings to your midline. So we want your nervous system, your physical intelligence, your midline of the body, which goes from the brain all the way through the spinal cord to the sacral area to the bottom of the torso. The midline is a dividing line between the two sides of your body. And it also is a part of your nervous system, but also a supportive mechanism to your nervous system. And we want to make sure it's strong, that it's fully turned on, that it's online, and that it has a tensing and an untensing action happening. So I'm going to talk about that for just a moment. So wherever you are, this is something that you can do for yourself. And those who have taken the classes with me to learn the Yuen Method have learned this. I'm going to download all this knowing to you about tensing and untensing the body. Your brain, your spine, your nerves, your fluid, your meninges, your midline, and your structures all the way down to your quantum particles. With the Yuen Method, we have this idea of tensing and untensing. It basically just means contracting and expanding. But Dr. Yuen called it tensing and untensing. In your body, your heart is like the drum beat that keeps the rhythm. It's the baseline of the rhythm of your body. And the rest of your body, including your nervous system and all your structures, your systems, your organs, your tissues, your cells, your molecules, your atoms, quantum particles, all the way down to your empty spaces and beyond, want to be in the same rhythm as your heart. So everything is in the same pulse and the same rhythm, that same tensing and untensing rhythm. So feel your midline if you can right now. And something that you can do for yourself to improve your fitness is to connect with that midline throughout the day, because we can get very mental energy can come in, because a lot of us work on a computer. I was just working on a computer before this live stream. So with that, the more you can have that tensing and untensing action, you will start to dispel more of this mental energy. Okay, Paul, thank you. Okay, good. The kiddo is fitness. Okay, well, we'll take a look at that in just a moment. Good question. But feel that tense, untense action. I want you to feel that in your body, because what you can do to keep that action in your body strong is doing this exercise where you connect your midline and you tense it, the midline, untense the midline, and you keep doing that. And just a nice little pulse, not too tight, just a nice little gentle tense, untense. Right. So the same as if you were to tense up your shoulders, relax and tense and relax, or your hands as well. But with this midline of the body, so you tense and untense that midline, that gets more action throughout the rest of your body. Because what can happen is this, in our world today, there's a lot of information telling us to relax. Oh, we want to relax. You don't want to be tense. Well, certainly you don't want to be in a state of fight or flight and excess tension. But typically, most people are overly relaxed. So when they, for example, people who have heart conditions and they want them to relax and they give them medication to relax. Well, now if the heart is doing all the work, then the heart is overworking, versus the heart should be laying the groundwork for the rhythm of the body, and the rest of the body should connect with that rhythm as well and be at the same pace. We actually want the body to be fast, not in a panic kind of state. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about adrenaline, but we don't want the natural processes of the body to be quick, to be fast. No mental energy, no mental thinking. And we will find, as we start doing some more strengthening on individual requests, that there is mental interference, and not just mental, but the mind, which can be mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological, or psychic interferences with those processes, with the elimination of the body. So we want all the action of the body that is naturally there to be quick and to be fast and to be streamlined, because we want to have the waste products of the body to always be moving through quickly at a fast pace. That is why people will gain weight, because now when there's too much mass in the body, too much matter that's not converting into energy, then that slows the body down, and then leads to all sorts of things, including weight gain. But also that can lead to not breaking down encapsulations or dead cells in the body, which can lead to all sorts of infections or inflammations or diseases and whatnot, or just pain. It doesn't even have to go that far. Okay, so there's my little teaching moment. But for you to keep on this with the tense, the untense, and the no effort of that midline. And I won't get into the more details now, but you can do that for all the different parts of your body. Okay, so now you get this idea that we want to have action, movement, things moving quickly in the body. I am going to look at some of our individual requests that we've got. I've got quite a list here. Okay, so I want to look at Paula's question here about bloated all the time, often have gas at night, even though eating. Okay, great question. All right, so first of all, I'm going to look at everything that you wrote there and just make everything even. All the weaknesses associated with this, which are how many? Finite, infinite, or beyond infinite. Infinite weaknesses, so we're going to make those all even, all one, all contained. Make them infinite to finite, bring them down to earth, make them big to little, heavy to light, serious to silly. And at a general level, delete them out of the body, the spirit, the mind, the structure, system, organ, tissue, cells, molecules, atoms, quantum particles, energy spaces, down to zero, minus infinity. Okay, so what's the real weakness? So one thing I want to say actually first before we get into everyone's requests, because I received some beforehand, kind of rule number one with the Yuen method, whatever your request is or your question or your issue, make it very simple. I'm gonna pull the Dr. Yuen card here because he was always very emphatic with any of his courses that he taught or any of his sessions that he did to be very brief. Give one sentence, maybe two, but make it quick. Or make it simple and short, because if you give lots of paragraphs, lots of description, then you're adding tons of energy to the situation and it makes it very difficult to shift it. Just keep in mind, we're in a group setting here, so we're going to be spending just a couple minutes on each person's request. So even with individual sessions with me, I will make that request, because if you give too much description, it's going to slow the process down. And unlike when you go to a doctor and they want this whole health history, I don't want the history. I want to know how you're feeling right now, here in this moment, because even though stuff has happened in the past, that may or may not be something that we need to clear. Okay, so the bloated. Okay, so there's some weaknesses there. So the nighttime is the first weakness. Okay, and let's see, eating, healthy is a weakness. Okay, and yeah, fitness, we want to see, now let's look at that situation for you. The bloated, to make all those things even, bloated, time, the gas goes weak, nighttime's better, so daytime and nighttime need to be even. Eating, okay, so eating, is it eating or gas? I'm going to compare the two and see which is the weakness. Eating, so you have a weakness to eating. Is it eating in the day, eating in the night? So like eating in the daytime and the nighttime even. And it may seem like the silliest thing. And let's see, is it inside of you or outside of you? Outside, in the mind. This non-physical. It's emotional, psychological. Emotional, psychological, psychological, emotional. And in your case, yes, there's a fitness weakness. Okay, is it physical fitness or is it fitting in? Physical fitness. Okay. So there's some karma, some fitness weaknesses and karma. So we're going to delete the karma. It's indirect karmas from this life, from the past, from others, from family, some siblings. So something with your siblings, brother, indirect karmas, a collective. It's, even though it's with you two, it's something collective. A lot of emotions in your body, spirit, and the mind. stuck in your structure, system, or in your cells, and the atoms, all the way down the atoms, all the way to the quantum particles, the DNA even. So deleting that down to 0 minus infinity. Protect, forgive, forget. Some abuse and punishment. So deleting that down to 0 minus infinity. Patterns, programs, residuals, remnants, remains. Okay. Okay, so let's clear the sources, the reasons, the causes out of the past, out of the future, the needs and desires. Non-conscious, some issues, triggers, issues, and choices. Clear the choices. Others thinking of you. Okay, now let's look at the physical fitness. The nervous system to the abdomen does not seem like there's a strong connection. So there's fitness. The fitness really centers a lot about the connections. So abdomen to the nervous system, nerves back to the abdomen. Your chest, your mid-abdominal. So your whole torso, we have 3 sections, the chest, the midsection, and the abdomen. Okay, and they're not all connecting. So strengthening that. Needs more tensing and untensing. More flexibility, agility, coordination, speed. Excess tension, excess relaxation. Yeah, it's uneven. There's areas that's too tense, areas that's too relaxed. So let's even that out. In the cells, even out all the cells, strengthen them to 100% infinite potential, 100% of the time, infinite time. Integration of 100 trillion plus cells. More agility and speed. Yeah, agility to 100% infinite potential. Okay, Paula, are you feeling any shift here? Let's strengthen the eliminate dead cells and waste. We can clear the lymph, and this goes for everybody. So I'm strengthening everyone to really receive, feel, perceive, allow, acknowledge. So you're not acknowledging, accepting this. So you all also feel this. Even out all your questions. Okay, so you're strong to other people's questions. Good. Okay, good. Oh, thank you, Paul. Let's clear everybody's lymphatics, their nodes, vessel, fluid, the ducts, and the sense. The ducts of everybody here need to be stronger. Or let's see, stagnation, walking congestion, and some infestation. Infestation is parasites, waste, and dead. So clear the dead cells. It's from the dead cells from ancestors and collective, yourself. It's not even from this life. So you got dead cells from other lives. So deleting that down to 0 minus infinity. We're going to break those down. Substance breakdown, independent motion, energy, and separation. Pull all those encapsulations together. Make them even, one contained. Break them down. Strong to it, separate from it, send it off to other dimensions, universes, etc. Okay. And anything else? You forget, unconditional. And strengthen this group. Respiratory system for this group. Upper respiratory, lower respiratory, trachea, larynx, the pharynx, the throat. Front of your throat back to the front. Bronchioles, lungs, diaphragm. Front of the lungs, back of the lungs, back of the lungs, to the front, top, bottom, bottom, top, left, right, left. Diaphragm, all parts connecting, communicate, coordinate, synergize, fitting in, working together. Okay, fitness to midline back to fitness. That's very stronger. All the strengthening to your midlines. Everyone to the improvement back to you. Speeding up the improvement. Removing mental influences. resetting, reprogramming, restarting. Okay. Okay. How does it seem now, Paul? Okay, I'm going to look at these. Okay. Oh, awesome. Great. All right. Reiki, insomnia. Is that you? Is that Raj? I think so. Okay. So insomnia. No weakness to insomnia. Okay. It's external. The mind, non-physical, psychic, and the nighttime. So psychic at nighttime. Okay, let's clear for everybody. Okay, in this case, it's actually coming from career, the business. Is it you, clients, or other? Okay, let's clear clients. Cutting hooks, cut cord, ties, attachments under storage. Your home, your office, other. Okay, let's clear the energy of the office to your home, home to office. I don't know. What's coming up is just not bringing the. It's like not bringing your work home with you, literally, or like energetically. So clear that. It's a pattern from other lives because of karma. So let's clear that karma, the indirect, partial, indirect, collective. Okay, collective healers. So clear that. And we got a lot of healers in this group here. So let's clear it all. No taking on anything from anybody else. Eliminate, free, independent release, protect, forgive, forget, unconditional. Now, where is that? The astral, aura, etheric, the body, the spirit, the mind, more the mind. Often at night, the spirit connects to things, but in this case, it's the mind. Okay, let's check also your bedroom. Let's clear everybody's bedrooms. There's some weakness to everybody's bedrooms. Okay, let's strengthen physical dimension, physical universe. So some weakness back to the universe, connecting to the universe again. Okay, here's another thing. You can tense and untense your brain. Brain back to the universe, universe back to brain. Okay, bringing back all the parts of the soul, higher source, higher self, from daytime to nighttime. Okay, sorry, so there's a lot coming in. I may not be getting everything here, explaining everything here, but okay, some karmas, indirect karmas, the ancestors. Okay, that's for everybody. Ancestral karmas with the sleep, emotions, separation and divorce comes up, and loss. Okay, clear that. Body, spirit, mind, the triggers, issues, choices, the darkness, the nighttime, the bed, the bedroom. So clear everybody's beds, any negative energies, any psychic energies, some dark energies even, some ancestors, collective, and cultural. All that down to 0 minus infinity. Feng shui the rooms, inflow, outflow, even everything out in the bedrooms, even out you to the bed to you. There we go. And then the bedroom to the rest of the house, house to the bedroom, house to the neighborhood, neighbor to the house, and more. All the sources, all the reasons, all the causes, all the past, all the future. Okay, how does that seem now about the sleep, Raj? Okay, and then I'm gonna work on to better. All right, awesome. I'm doing like lightning round here. Woohoo! We're doing the. I'm gonna go to Cassie, brain fog, tiredness. Okay, I'm gonna do Cassie. I'm gonna do Deborah, and then I'm gonna move on to the ones that were submitted beforehand. We'll say the best for last. No, I'll request even. Brain fog, tiredness, inflammation. Okay, don't have any weaknesses there. So what's really the weakness? Is it inside or outside? Inside, the mind, non-physical, psychic. Okay. Some hooks, some cords, some ties, attachments. Okay, let's click again, re-strengthening everybody here. No taking on anybody else's stuff. Taking on whole, and I have to do this for myself. I find more lately I've been falling into the trap of taking on people's stuff. So let's work on that. We're a little deeper on as a group because I feel like that's relevant for this group. Ready for a nap? Okay. Beyond wholeness. I'm not sure who's. I'm sorry, I can't see the picture. Oh wait, is that Brenda? I think that's Brenda. Okay. Okay, let's clear the karma. Yes. Hey Brenda, what's up? Let's clear the karma about healers. Yeah, energy hygiene. Hygiene. I like that hygiene. Let's download energy hygiene. Programming from the universe to keep ourselves. Ooh, I'm feeling that. New program. So let's clear the old habits, patterns, programs. No, that's fine. It's not programs. What is it? Some psychic. But what area of life? Okay, now it's relationships. There we go. Let's clear that relationship weakness with ourselves, with each other, with others, ourselves, with other. Okay, self-relationship. That's where it's or for everybody here, actually. Let's improve that even more. So strengthening the relationship with self. I need to strike myself with my words. I can't seem to talk fast enough. Break my brain. Okay, everybody, brain to words, words to brain. Okay, everybody, you to yourself back to you. Strongly connecting, communicate, coordinating with yourself, synergizing, fitting in, working together, all the parts. Soul, higher source, your body, spirit, the mind, the soul, higher source, higher self. So higher source goes weak. Okay, so everybody, you to your higher source back to you. Okay. Okay, and then comes up is victim, but that's not yours. That's collective. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Now that's a pattern of programming from the collective. So let's clear all of that. And what I feel right now, I feel that confuses those of us who want to do quote unquote healing work or Yuen Method. Deleting that, we're not connecting with that, feeling like a victim kind of thing. Because that can happen sometimes when we're connecting, we're assisting others. So let's delete that. That programming in the present moment, actually. It's very strong in the present, isn't it? In the world. So let's make all those factors, even one contained, and delete down to zero, my submitting. Okay, let's strengthen the group. Midline, all this back to your midline. Strengthen the midline, tense it, untense it, no effort, tense it, untense it, no effort. Speeding up the improvement. 50 up to 60, up to 70, up to 80, up to 90, 100% infinite potential. Okay, now let's strengthen what's coming up is the group as a whole, more on the fitness. We're going to work on the tensing pentagon on the abdominals. So blood circulation to your abdominal region to the nervous system needs to be stronger. Strongly connecting, communicate, coordinate, synergize, and working together, both directions. Okay. Okay, and then for this group, we want to work on the body reduction triad. Intensifying the energy to break down the cells that are not needed. So this group, where is that at? 70 up to 80 up to 90, 100%. And the mindfulness energy that converts to mass. That comes from education, weaknesses from the family, other lifetimes. Reset, reprogram, restart. Okay, how's that feeling now, Cassie? Anyone else who's feeling some kind of shift? Okay, Deborah, circulation in left leg, flow back to toes. Okay, good. Okay, thank you, Cassie. Improving circulation, feeling in left leg, flow back to toes. Okay, so the weakness I feel, Deborah, there is the toes. So everything else feels strong, although it also may have been improved by what we just did as a group. Okay. Yeah, I feel like what we did all helped to improve some of that, but let's look here what's going on. We're going to look at head, neck, left upper, left lower, right upper, and see where weakness is happening for you. Okay, so it's actually your right lower. So right lower, all those weaknesses there in the structure, system, or in the tissue, cells, hues, atoms, quantum particles, empty spaces, chromosome, DNA is external, the mind, non-physical, some psychic stuff, so hooks, cords, ties, sentiment, storage. Okay, what's happening there? Relationship weaknesses. Okay. With self or others, with others. Personal or professional, personal. Family. By birth or by marriage? By birth, by marriage. So birth family. So whatever weaknesses are there, relationships, birth family, psychic, delete those down to 0 minus infinity. Good. Excuse me. Okay, Deborah, we're going to send you to receive, feel, perceive, accept. Resetting, reprogramming, restart. So Deborah, if you want to let me know how that's feeling now. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to look at my list. So Mary. So she's got brain tumor coming back, losing eyesight. Okay. So, it's kind of a long explanation here. So I'm going to just pick the main thing, make all those things even. You've got, it says beyond infinite things here in the description. So I'm going to make them all even, one contained. Make them from beyond infinite to finite and down to earth. So make it small so we can deal with it. And Marie, if you're here, if you want to let me know that you're here, that'd be great. In the text, in the chat. Spasms ramped up after the call started, have quieted down. Okay, spasm. Okay, so any spasms, psychic from others, collective, cultural. Okay, to make you separate, independent, neutral from all other people's whatever. Oh, Guillermo. Ah, okay. Account of your boyfriend. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, Guillermo. Okay, so let's see. Brain tumor, Tommy back. Okay, so I'm going back to Marie's. Okay, so what's the brain tumor coming back, losing eyesight, surgery, the effects, the pain. Okay, so it's the pain is the biggest weakness for Marie. So, Guillermo, are you okay being like a proxy? So make it striking you to be a proxy for Marie. Okay, so the pain. And it's everything that's going on there generally. Okay, pain. It's external pain in the mind, non-physical, psychic. It's a lot of psychic pain. Okay, so let's clear the psychic pain for your boyfriend. Okay. It's psychological. So clear that psychological, psychic pain on overthinking, over guarding, protecting, defending, over grieving, overbearing, overdone, overloaded, overwhelmed, overtaxed, overstretched, a lot of overs, over internalizing, over anxious. Okay, this is strengthening this group as a whole. Balance, center, stable, neutral, 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 mindless, spiritless, empty. Okay, let's look at what area of life for this pain. Okay, it comes from the career area. Job, career, purpose, business, education. So business weakness. And what is Marie's occupation, if it's okay to tell me? If it's not, then you don't have to, but it might help me get some more insight. Karma. There's a karma there. Direct, indirect, partial, indirect. The collective, cultural. Okay. Is it from this lifetime? Oh, it's from this lifetime. Past. Business owner. Okay. Yeah, the business part went weak. So something in there from others and some spirits. So spirit attachments, dark energy, multiple and some demons. So clear those out. Don't send them away. Okay, Guillermo, I hope I'm getting this right. If I'm understanding this correctly, you are on like the stand-in for Marie. If that's correct, and I have that correct, if you want to tell me if you're feeling any shift, any difference now. Receive, feel, perceive, allow, acknowledge, accept. Let's look at what else. So what caused it in the first place? Oh, is it more clear the diagnoses, the doctors, the hospitals, treatments? Oh, okay. You're watching through. Okay. So it's you, but you're watching through your. Okay. Got it. I'm sorry. I'm so confused. I get it now. Okay. So are you feeling any shift? Just in general, whatever the pain was. Okay. Clear the loss. Forehead. Okay. Okay. Same, not same. Different, not different. Changing, not changing. Perception. Your perception is going weak. Okay, I feel you're probably going to need, and it's your choice if you want to do this, but your situation feels like you would want to do an individual session because there's quite a bit there. But let's look at, so what do you feel right now? Do you feel the pain, or what sensation do you feel? Oh, I'm sorry, you said it's forehead. Okay, so that means if you're feeling a sensation in the forehead, is that different than what you felt before this call? Sensation, and there's some reaction. Forehead. It's something external. It's the mind, non-physical, spiritual. There's some relationship weaknesses. Burning. Okay, let's clear the burning. So some hypersensitivity, the burning, hurting, numbing, soreness, fighting, struggling, suffering. There's a lot of sensations. Yes. Okay. So some shift. So it's still there, but there's some shifts. Okay. So I'm striking you to recognize the shift. Sometimes it's small, but there's a shift, which is good, because if there's a shift, that means you're still perceiving something. Let's speed up the perception. Let's make all those, there's what I perceive is there's a lot of sensations. So let's make those sensations even. And let's delete them. Even though it feels like it's in the body, they come from the mind. It's a subconscious, non-conscious. It's non-physical. It's spiritual. It's career purpose, still. Purpose. So business was a weakness before. Now it's the purpose, career purpose. So purpose to business, business to purpose, purpose to career, career to purpose, and purpose to education. So all those 5 things: job, career, purpose, business, education, all need to be strongly even. Okay, so now there's some trauma, clearing the trauma. Limitations, with limitations. Now it's other lives. It's from others. It's collective. Family. Religion. Family by birth, by marriage, by birth. It feels like it's actually more extended family. So we're going to clear that. On the mind. The reasons, the causes, the past, the future. Clearing this all down to zero, minus infinity. Forgive, forget. So forgive. Forgive yourself, forgive others, others forgiving you, people forgiving each other, all around forgiveness. Some needs, desires, conscious, subconscious, non-conscious. When people thinking of each other goes weak. The knowing goes weak. Something with the mother, your mother, and money. So prosperity for your family, their weaknesses there. So just laying all that down to zero, minus infinity, and let everyone here feel this. Forgive, forget, unconditional. Cut the cords, the ties, attachments, sentiment, stories. Reset, reprogram, restart. Okay, let me know how that feels now. I'm going to move on to the next person. Okay. Okay, we got a question from Daniel. Tumor attached to right thyroid. Okay, tumor attached to right thyroid. Okay, so no, I don't get a weakness to tumor, but a weakness to thyroid. This is for Daniel. Okay, and what is that? It's internal. It's the mind. It is physical. Some psychological. Overthinking, evaluating, and overguarding, overprotecting, over-internalizing. And it comes from other lives. Okay, now he's got a weakness to food and fitness. Okay, so thyroid. Now let's just double check where So even though he talks about thyroid and there was a weakness, I'm going to check where is the weakness, the fitness weakness in his cells. Okay, this is great. This is good for everybody. Okay, great. Thank you, Marie, for giving me that feedback. Okay, so cells need to be even. More flexibility in the cells. That's something that all of us can always use. And more speed. So let's speed up everybody's cells. And I'm also going to strengthen the group to have evenness between individual sessions and group individual. Some weakness there. So everybody's requests again, make them all even. Put them in sync in order, rhythm, and delete any weaknesses down to 0 my finish. Okay, so Daniel for his cells. Let's check more on the fitness. Okay, structural fitness goes weak. Applying this to everybody here. In your bones and the cartilages, tendons, and the ligaments and the muscles. So all the muscles even. Tensing, untensing, no effort. Fitness, agility, and lightness. The cells. Empty spaces. So empty spaces are going weak. Let's clear everybody's empty spaces. Delete everything that's in them that does not belong. Some psychic energies. Some inflammation. Down to 0 minus infinity. Detox it, mental, lymph, black holes, break it down. Independent motion, energy. And then put more energy in your empty spaces. It's a 70, up to 80, up to 90, up to 100%, infinite potential, 100% of the time, infinite time. Tensing, untensing, more tension in those empty spaces, more movement, more action, more speed, and seal them up from outside influences. Make them all back in sync, back in order, back in rhythm. Anybody feeling that? Is anybody feeling more energy moving in their body? And more coordination? All right, Shelly. Okay, and the black holes for everybody need to be stronger. This is for Daniel and the group. Oh. Your inner black holes to the outer black holes, outer to inner, inner to outer, needs to be stronger. So speed up the regeneration of the black holes, the emptying and the regeneration, and the connection. Your nervous system to the black holes, and black holes to nervous system, black holes to the cells. There we go. Okay, what's blocking that for Daniel and the group? External, the mind, non-physical, psychic. Okay, let's clear some. We're just going to do a general sweep of all other. Okay, sending those energies away. Other dimensions, universes, etc. Forgive, forget, unconditional. Okay. All right. Okay, Phyllis. Okay, I'll get back to you in just a moment, Phyllis. Okay, Daniel, that should be some shift there. And Shelley. Okay, motivation to go for a walk, exercise, walking alone. Okay. Okay, it's more the walking alone. Okay, walking alone in neighborhoods. Make those all even. Okay, and then the neighborhood. Strengthening to the neighborhood. Okay. We're going to strengthen everybody here. Hmm. Okay. Okay, and you said it's physically challenging. It's not, oh, not that it's challenging. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's make it even. Walking with yourself, walking with others. Actually, walking with others goes weak. So let's strengthen that. So walking with yourself, walking with others walking with you. Let's make those all even. Um, you, the others to you. There. Okay, so it's making sure that when you're walking with others, their mind is not weakening you. Yeah. Sometimes we, go for a walk with a girlfriend and then there's chitter chatter, which is, it's okay. We just want to make sure we're strong to it and they're not getting into too many their problems. Non-physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological. So psychological, yeah. So it's a sensation of emotion and reactions. You to them to you, you to them to you. It's really them to you or to anybody, really. So let's clear that. It's almost like when you're walking alone, it triggers when you're walking with others and they're um, bringing their not always great energy. So deleting those experiences. It's from the past. So let's clear those past experiences down to zero, mice, and mini. Walking and talking. Okay, let's clear all areas of life even. Okay, so there's some fears. So let's clear the fears from other lives. And it's from others. It's collective, cultural. Okay, what comes up is a woman walking alone, being seen, woman walking alone, and anything related to that. So let's all those weaknesses, delete them down to zero, minus infinity, body, spirit, the mind. Disconnect, disengage, disentangle. Okay, how does that seem now, Shelley, about the walking? And walking in the daytime, walking in the nighttime, so walking at night. Make it all even. And that's strengthening. So you, the neighborhood, you to the neighborhood, neighbor to you. That feels actually strong. You to walking, walking to you. And let's do for everybody here when you're walking, let's download. Let's connect fitness, physical fitness to the walking, to the nervous system. Let's clear the worry. Okay, the remaining things are from outside influences, and the spirit, some psychic. Okay, how about the neighbors? So deleting all any negative thinking from the neighbors. Okay, clearing some other things there. How does that seem now, Shelley? Okay, let's clear some other weaknesses there. You to fit in. Hard to tell right now, okay? Bothered, not bothered, affected, not affected, neutral. Okay, perception. Let's just speed up your perception. 10, 20, 30, 90, 100%, infinite potential, 100% of the time, infinite time. All this to your midline. You to the improvement back to you. There we go. And clearing the memories, imprinting, residuals, remnants, remains, and the mind. Striking you to feeling. Okay, resetting everybody here. Okay. And we had a question from Victory. Okay, again, it's rather long. It's too long. But we'll work on what we can here, Victory. Right arm issues, negatively affecting limiting normal function, mobility, right shoulder. Okay, this is too long. Okay, so affecting, limiting normal function, mobility. Okay, you have a lot of stuff here. It's too much. So I'm going to say all those, which means you don't know exactly what's going on, like what's truly happening. I don't mean that in an insulting way. It just means when there's too many things and too much description, it means you actually don't really know what's happening and you're overloaded. So we're going to make all your things on here on your request even. And make them even, make them one, contain, finite, down to earth. Shrink them down. Delete the confusion. Make you strong to all of it. And delete them out of the body, out of the mind, out of the spirit. So it's really in your spirit and your mind. Down to zero minus infinity. So it's really the limitations. Okay, I'm just work on your limitations. So overall, what's happening for you? We're just making one thing. It's internal. It's the mind and physical, spiritual. It's psychic. Has to do with your career and purpose. Business, education, it's all uneven. Just even out your body. Let's do this for everyone. To even out the head, neck, the torso, and the limbs. So limbs go weak for this group and for Victor. So make it all even, all connecting, communicate, coordinate, synergize, fitting in, working together. So weakness to fitness. So let's go back to the fitness. Okay, so back to the tensing and untensing. So definitely for Victor, there's a weakness to tensing. So there's not enough action in your body overall. There's so many things happening. So make everything integrated, even and balanced. Tensing and untensing, no effort to the midline, to the structure, to the system, to all the organs. The organs go weak. Systems, organ, tissue, cells, molecules, quantum particles, empty spaces, DNA, speed. So speed, don't have enough speed, Victor. That's part of it. Too much slowness from your spirit, from other lifetimes, from karma, direct, indirect, partial, indirect. So doing all the karma, collective, your family, or your spouse, and descendants. So doing that down to zero minus infinity. And Victor, I don't know if you're here. I don't remember if the time zone. I know there's a time zone difference. Okay. And then elimination goes weak. So elimination of the waste products and dead cells. This is good for everybody to have. Anyway, so in the structure, systems, and the organs, tissue, cells, molecules, atoms, quantum particles, empty spaces, genes, and chromosomes, DNA, subcellular. Resetting, reprogramming, start. Oh, that's right. He's in Kalamazoo. Okay. Okay. Well, if you're here, Victor, let me know if you feel any shift there. Okay. Phyllis, think I'm feeling better for you, but it's crazy as I even type this. Anxious, more intense. Okay. Okay. External. So some anxiousness. Okay. All right. So what's happening for this group here? Okay. Let's even the group out again. Okay. The internal boundaries to the external boundaries, internal boundaries, internal dynamics to external, internal vertices. Is it inside the group or outside the group? Inside the group, outside the group. Okay, so something inside the group. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Let's check our group here. Positive, not positive, negative, negative, neutral. So we've lost some neutrality. Strengthen your mind, empty your mind. Strengthen your spirit, empty your spirit. Other people's minds, other people's spirits. Mindless, spiritless, empty. Everybody strong separate, strong together. So strong to coming together. Okay, strong for feeling. Perception. Okay, so strengthen everybody's perception. Some action. So weakness for the actions. Fast, not fast. Slow, not slow. Neutral. Answers to actions, action to answer. Answers to results, results to answers. Actions to results, results to action. Balance, center, stable. Okay, sing this group to fit in with each other. With strength, with endurance, with flexibility, agility, coordination, speed. So coordinating. Time zones, countries, cultures, requests, languages. Languages goes weak. Some reverse perception. Clear any interfering influences. All right, let me know if you all are feeling any shift, if things are calming down. Okay, song for insight goes weak. Some expertise. Yeah, that's quite a bit of reverse perception. It's internal, the mind, non-physical, spiritual. Exit portals. Ah, okay, good. Yeah, well, there we go. Under chin, underarm goes weak. Under chin, underarm, hands. Open up everybody's hands, feet and toes, colon, genital bladder, sacrum. There we go. Good call, Lois. Lois. Why call you Lois? Phyllis. Even, strength, and open. Down and out. Down and out. Everything letting go. Eliminate, free, independent, release, protect, forgive, forget, unconditional. Sources, the reasons, the causes, out of the past, out of the future. There we go. Resetting all the brains, the core, the meninges and nerves, the fluid. Good call. There we go. reprogramming, thinking, awareness, perception, restart, reset, reprogram, restart, all this to your midline, tense, untense, untense. Yeah, different. Yeah, okay. Hey, good, awesome. See, and Phyllis is one of the people who has taken my other class and taken the one that's currently happening. So good, good, good. See, you're recognizing. Perfect. Yeah, and that can happen. We process so much stuff, and then sometimes you can forget to make sure exit portals are open and stuff. Everything's going down the garbage chute, right? Okay, let's make sure everybody's back to balance, back to center, back to stable. It feels better. Okay, everybody lighten up, loosen up, let go. A little bit of letting go for the group as a whole. So it's making it more even. Some people are letting go more, some a little less. Yeah. You're going to continue still in your chest. Okay, so chest, down and out. Okay, what's in the chest? Non-physical. Some emotion. So just emotional from external down, sensations, emotions, reactions. A lot of emotions. It's okay. I think we've some emotions got triggered, or just they're in the layers. So let's make the emotions even. And deleting it down to 0, minus infinity in the structure, systems, organ, the tissue, the cells, molecules, atoms, quantum, all the way down, quantum particles, empty spaces, DNA, subcellular. So we're getting into some deep stuff there. So we're deleting it down to 0, minus infinity. Good. Again, let's check exit portals. Let's make sure, actually, first, let's check false twos. Lying, denying, numbing, shutting down, suppressing, forgetting. No, that's good. Open exit portals. Midline, body cavity. Open the body cavities. Black holes and meridians in the chakras. Okay. All just evenly strengthened. And strengthened, even, open, everything off the chest, down and out. Down and out. And strong, the group strong for self-mastery. And more about the feeling again. Okay, how's everybody feeling with that? I think I still have another question here. Oh, Diane, yes. Okay, I want to make sure I get to Diane's request. This could be the last request that I work on. Stigma, karma, beliefs around resilience, capabilities, older individuals. Better. Okay, good. Okay, so what's her weakness here? 3. And Diane, if you're here, let me know. Stigma, karma. Okay, so Diane has a question here about address the stigma, karma, false beliefs, connect around resilience and capabilities of older individuals, especially those of us involved in public performance and coaching. So I don't feel any weaknesses about the stigma, karma, etc. It's the performance part. Oh, you're welcome, Phyllis. Thank you all for letting me know too, right? It's good feedback. Okay, so for Diane's question, make all the things in there even. Psychological, external, non-physical, some obsession and sensations, emotions and reactions. And I feel also like we cleared quite a bit that somehow that already removed most of the weaknesses in this question. I'm not feeling any weaknesses. Okay, now I do. So that's what area of life is it really? Okay, it has to do with career. So I know this session is about fitness, but as you can see, what can seem like a fitness issue can be other things. And there is the physical fitness, but there's also fitting in. And that's your body physical pieces fitting in, but also fitting into places you go, fitting in with the world, fitting in with your family, fitting in with friends. That can mean a lot of different things. It can mean, you can make sure the energies in your house are all fitting in together. The rooms are fitting in together. So there's different ways that fitness can come up. And we want to have strong fitness so that the other areas of our life are strong. So for Diane's questions, the career area. But now it feels strong. And there's some karma. So clear the karmas, the indirect, partial indirect from other lives. And the other lives, coming into the present. And there's some spirit attachments. Actually, it's more like dark energy and so forth. So I'm going to clear those energies, make them even. We make them one and contained, make ourselves strong to it, separate from it, and separate it from Diane and anyone else here, to all of us. Send those away to other dimensions, universes, etc. Lead the sources, lead the reasons, lead the causes out of the past, out of the future, the needs and desires, non-conscious, choices, description words, others thinking of you, and clear the negative thinking that others have of older adults, seniors, and more. And so now we can clear that. Now it's coming up. The limit. So clearing those limitations down to zero minus infinity, structure, system, organ, tissue, cells, molecules, and corporeal spaces. Through those old programs, we want to see everybody of every age being strongly capable of doing whatever they want, need, and desire, right? We don't want to put limit. Oh, you're at this age, you shouldn't be doing this or that. No, we don't want to do that. Okay, clear mother weaknesses and slavery weaknesses for her and anyone else from other lives. Okay, all that together, make it all even, make it one, contain, delete it down to zero minus infinity. Sources, reasons, causes, all the past, all the future, and all the effects. Okay. Resetting, reprogramming, restarting. How's everybody feeling now? Still feeling good? Okay, thank you all for being here. I know this is a longer one. I had a little bit of a late start because my camera issue. I do have some announcements I want to make. Some of you have been taking my Yuen Method classes where you learn how to do the Yuen Method. So thank you. It has been super fun. We've got a class that's going on right now. I have decided I am going to continue teaching and do more of those classes. And the next set will happen in September. My intention at this time in September is to do at least one more fundamentals class and then get into a level 2 class, so the next level. If you are interested in learning the Yuen Method, or if you've already been learning and you want to continue on and you want to be part of that or any of the classes that'll come up in the fall, because I will not only do in September, but in other months as well, please let me know, because I like to do the scheduling. I like to know who's truly interested and who is committed, because then I will do my best to take that into consideration when I am doing the scheduling, because sometimes there's people in different parts of the world and I just need to know what is ideal for you. It doesn't mean I can always accommodate that, but I will always look at that first. So please get in touch with me. My contact information is on my YouTube channel or on my website, ColleenO'Connor.com. And that's C, like going to see the ocean, something like that. And I'm also going to have a fitness webinar that's going to be 2 hours, and that's going to work specifically on fitness, where we're going to get more into like weight reduction and into improving like physical activity that you are, if you do sports, or if you just like to go for walks or hikes, or you're doing workouts, whatever that is. all levels of fitness. I'm going to teach a couple of just basic techniques, kind of like we did today with the tensing and tensing, but we'll give it more time. It's going to be a 2-hour webinar, and it's going to be on Tuesday, July 15th, and that's going to be 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I just posted that on my website. So you can see on the website, there is on the menu options. Now I've got a classes information, and I've got a link now. It's also for webinars. So check that out. And I do individual sessions. And also if you are wanting to do this, but there's maybe cost prohibitive issues, I am available to do groups as well. And that's something that just contact me and reach out and let me know what you have in mind. It would need to be a group that's at least of 5 people. And that's a great way. Sometimes a small group can be a good way to address some issues when you have people who have similar things. So just let me know. And with that, I want to thank everybody for being here. It's been really fun. Again, my name is Colleen O'Connor, Yuen Method certified practitioner. Stay strong, keep it light, and have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are tuning in. Thank you, Paul, for being here. Great to have you, and any of the newer folks as well. So thank you all, and be strong and strengthen on. Okay, toodles.